I feel like it's on. Yeah. Wait, is it? It's not on. Is it on noise? Okay. So narrow grip, lat pull down. Nothing crazy. 140. I'm gonna hit that again. See how I do. Mm. All right, wasn't too bad. All right, hey y'all. So it's not gonna be too different. Like I said, I'm gonna change my program soon. I know I keep saying that. I'm gonna change it. I just got. It has to be like the start of a week. But today, like I do as far as the arms, I want to switch it up. I feel like I want to get in some type of either hammer curl or the easy curl bar, which I've been doing, and then maybe the incline uh, curls or preacher curls again. So, but I'm probably definitely. I know it's kind of see. I don't like coming in here and not knowing exactly. I mean, I still have the same structure, but it just depends on which one I want to do. I might do that T-bar row. Let me just see how this feels. I'm gonna just play it by ear. I can't tell you right now. So, hey, Leek, glad to see you. Yeah, so I'm just getting started. That's all. What you got going on? Yeah, so that wasn't too bad. I'm gonna do that 140 again. Morning. Hey, Dale. Yeah, still drinking my little pre-workout stuff. So I'm just trying to still kind of wake up. I mean, I'm up, but just, you know how that goes. I gotta figure out how to come off caffeine, honestly. I mean, it's good, but if you guys have been around, I told you, like on the weekends or what days I don't work out, if I don't take my pre-workout, which I don't, like I feel like withdrawals. Like seriously, I know I feel like sounds like I'm joking, but I'm serious. So, hey, morning's going well, Robert. I'm just getting started. I already did one set of these narrow grip lat pull downs. I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to do the next one. I got like 8 last time, right? It's warm in here. They don't know how to keep the temperature control uh in check. Like when you first walk in, it's just like it's not cool, right? You know what I mean? You walk in a gym and you feel like that cool air coming towards you. It's just like you walk in and it's just like eh. It's not hot. It's just like not it's a little warmer than room temp. That's what it feels like. But if I went over there, I could check it out. Sometimes when it be getting too warm, I go and look at the thermostat. Mm. We gotta come down from there. What's wrong with Ray? Really, that's how you feeling this morning? Hey, morning. I'm about to go look at it since we talking about it. But go ahead. No, because I'm curious. It's not nosy. That's not nosy. I'm just curious because it's just warm. Oh my gosh, look at this. 76. See, I'm not lying. See, you guys might think I'm like sitting up here complaining and stuff. That is 76, right? That's what I'm saying. Like you can't sleep in that temperature. Sometimes I'll wake up in the night, in the middle of the night, and it'll be like 72. And even that feels warm. I'll go down to like 71. I don't keep my house too cool though. I will say that. Like somewhere like 71, sometimes 72. But sleeping, I don't know why. Sometimes I'll wake up. I don't know what that's about. Because I heard like when you sleep, you kind of like sweat and stuff and things like that. Don't quote me. So I don't know why, but I notice I'll have to get up and put it on 71. Anything below that, like 70 and 69, is kind of cold for me at home. Trolls up. I know they getting started. They up. No, it's cool. Yeah. Which one? Yeah. I mean, I try to make sure my tats, like when I did get them, weren't too visible because like you could try to hide them a little bit. Like not that you have to hide them. Hey, okay. On your way to work. You too. Yeah. I mean, nothing too exciting has popped off yet. So I'm just doing my third set here. I dropped the weight and just keep it moving. Always do back first. I don't know why it just feels better doing back and shoulders and then arms. I see that, Emmett, without you hiding it. Yeah, well, I appreciate it. Yeah, but no more for me. Like I know, let's see. I know this guy here at the gym. Like everybody I know right now is like at the gym. He's like, he might be like 30, 32 or whatever. And he just now started getting tattoos and stuff. And I was like, oh, like, I don't know. For me, it was just like when I was 19, I was like, okay, I want tattoos. After that, I don't know. I just wasn't phased. I mean, I don't really think I'll get any more because, like, for what? I actually think it looks good when you just like have like a clean, like a clean slate, clean. You know what I mean? I kind of get what like the older folks were talking about when they're like, "Oh, who wants to draw all over their body?" I mean, I get it. It literally is like drawing on your body, especially when people are like, "Oh, let me go get this guy's his initials tatted and get his name tatted." Like, why do you have to write it on your body? If you really like break it down, you're literally writing somebody's name. Why don't you just go take a pen or a marker? I mean, you know what I mean? But yeah, I'm good with that. I mean, honestly, if I had to like do it all over again, I probably would. I know that sounds bad. Like, it's not like regrets. You know how like, but if you had like a reset button, would you get taxed? And I'd be like, probably not. Like, I don't think tats are any more cool than having like a nice, clean, pretty skin. You know what I mean? Guys or girls, because guys can have good skin too. Like, just a nice, especially if you have a nice skin tone. For what? You could get all that, like little symbolism stuff, flowers, and just whatever, like whatever y'all guys get. But at the end of the day, You're just writing on yourself. I might see now I'm getting into unk status. That's what all the older folks used to be saying, but it is true. Like, and then you brush them off like it's not writing on yourself. This is like permanent. I'm trying to like lock in and look off because people used to. I don't know if times have changed. I won't say that, but I feel like when people get tats, it's like, oh, he tatted up. He tatted up. Like, oh, like and I'm just like, nah. So that's my little spiel on tats these days. But I mean, I'm not. I say all this to say that I mean, I'm not judging others who have it. Like, that's not even where I'm going with this. If you got it, cool. If you don't, cool. You know, I remember people used to be like, they used to clown on people who didn't have tats. I don't know if you guys remember that, or if they still do that. Like, you don't have one tat. Like, people would be like, huh, like who doesn't have a tat? Like, you know what I mean? I remember that was a thing. But yeah, so all right, that's all good. I'm gonna just keep going with that. Ever been hit on in the gym? I mean, we say hit on. It's respectful enough. You know what I mean? It's respectful enough. Like just like, hey, what's up? If you ever want to go grab a whatever, sometime da 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 like that. But I told you guys what my rule is. My rule is not to talk to anybody from here. I gotta come here every other day. I mean, most days of the week. I'm not the type to get. It's almost like business and pleasure. This is business to me. Like, well, when I say business, it's like I'm trying to handle my business, and this is where I be at, and I'm not trying to interfere. Because I'll be the one who be all like not I don't even like say emotional, but I won't get weird. I just don't want it to be weird, if that makes sense. I don't want to be thinking about the person, oh, they're coming in, or let me just like who wants to think about that? Like right now, I feel cool. I don't have any weird connections. I don't got any weird situations going on. And I'm fine. I just come to the gym, I feel good, I say hi to everybody, and everything's pleasant. You know what I mean? So no, it's too risky. Somebody told me they was talking to somebody from here and then that didn't work out and then everything got weird. You know what I mean? So it's not like it doesn't happen. I'm not making this up in my head. You know what I mean? It's a thing. So if somebody wants to talk to me at the gym, somebody got to leave. Either I'm gonna go to another gym or they're gonna go to another gym and then we can see what's up. Anyways, I know I was talking about people who be grunting. Like that was like not that bad, right? No, it's levels to it. Some people really be like yelling and screaming. They'd be like, rah! But sometimes you just gotta, I'm telling you, when you exert, you heard me breathing, right? Sometimes I'd be thinking like they can really hear me breathing, like, but you got to. Like it's part of the process. It's not just lifting the weight and you just taking little cute little breaths. I just found like I gotta like exert. I gotta be like, you know what I mean? So look, you guys gotta watch me. See, some people will be like, you need to stop talking and do your work, which I mean, fine. I just think those people are trying to be funny when they say it like that. But at the same time, I know I do get to talking. So, you know what I mean? So I'm not going to get too mad at people like that. But I know like most of those people are just like, what are you doing? You're not doing your work. You know what I mean? So, more like, hey, you good? Hey, yeah. You're just outside? Yeah. Yeah, it's good. I'll probably go out there in a second. It's humid, yeah. All right then. I'll see you. All right. What we got? Let me put this handle thing back too. I do it like I'd say like half the time, like maybe like I don't think I do it all the time. I probably should because remember I told you I just be feeling like with these handles over time, if you keep hanging them from the cable machine, I think that it can mess it up. I think when you get done, you should just take it off. But again, I don't really know. I feel like in theory that makes sense, right? I mean, because it's nothing like having some messed up cables. That's why you see me inside, right? You think I want to be inside just because I want to be in here? I mean, inside is cool. It's okay. I mean, it's just all right because I come inside for like certain things, regardless. Hey, but at the end of the day, I'd rather be outside where I'm headed now. But I'm saying all that to say that the cables outside were very weathered. Sometimes they get real weathered and they start sticking. When you're trying to pull it down, it's like not smooth. It's like it's just like so I just got so frustrated with that and started going inside for my lat pull down. Where am I going? Let me go over here. I'm back at this one. I know you guys are probably like, no, that's what it is. You gotta hit the same stuff over and over. How am I gonna save my spot? Let's try this. Get some water. Hey. Okay, that side hug was fun. Was it? No. First of all, okay, let me break that down. You gotta like when you're sweating, you can't be like, oh my gosh, come on. There's rules to this. That's what I be doing. Hey, hey, I'm good. Okay, you know what I mean? Nah, but look, that's one thing. If you guys came up to me right now and tried to hug me, I would kind of be like, because I'm sweating, and vice versa. If I see you visibly sweating, I'm not gonna run over to you and be like, yeah, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Like, you know what I mean? So that's what. No, but he's cool. We say good morning and all that stuff. It's not a big deal. You know, you guys are funny. Switch that view and let's go. All right, let's go. I'm going. I'm going. Fitness goddess status. You're looking at me. Thank you. All right, y'all. I'm just reading these. You can talk as much as you need. Well, like how you don't really gotta keep talking, 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 talking. But yeah, no, if we get on some topics. Okay. Last time this was at like 4. I know that much. Okay, so we got we got I gotta feel that one. Okay, let me know. Do you guys carry deodorant in your gym bag? Okay, so I just thought of that because I know somebody was asking me about my deodorant, and then I was just like, yeah. But the reason I asked is because this guy had his gym bag open, and then he had the same deodorant I had. I know it sounds weird, but like he had deodorant in his bag. So I was like, oh, I carry deodorant in my bag too. Even though you put it on the morning before you leave or before you get started in the gym, but it was just interesting and relatable that he had deodorant in his gym bag too, because I don't know. You just don't want to be caught out here slipping. Like, nah. I mean, no. But honestly, the deodorant I wear, like it lasts. It lasts. So you gotta be prepared. So sorry, there was some stuff on here. I'll literally take a fake side hat. I mean, they could be upgraded at any time. You know what I mean? I just feel like, especially, I'm sweat. It doesn't look like I'm sweating, but I'm generating like a lot of heat around here and stuff. Like I could feel it when I was doing my lat pull downs. Like it's like I'm sweating and stuff. Let's see. Yes, not in the gym. How you do RDL? I look. I mean, I can't give like the best demonstration right now per se, but like for me, it's always just like the arms aren't really doing anything. They're just holding the bar. You know, if I think a lot of people think you're supposed to like lift it, and that's when you get all this other stuff involved. And I think back, but really, once I got down to it, it was just more like pushing your butt back. Like, and you see, as you push your butt back, but you're not rounding at all. Like you have to, all this has to stay tight. You're holding the bar or holding the dumbbells, and you're just like, but it depends on what kind of RDLs you're doing too. But for glutes, I'll just like push your butt back, push. And you see, my arms aren't doing anything. They're literally just still holding the thing. And you get to like this point, that's pretty much all I can stretch. And then you're literally just pushing your butt, not pushing your butt back in, but bringing your hips back in. All this stays tight. It's just like, but people think you're supposed to like reach down here, like, oh, look, I'm reach. No, it's not a reach thing. It's just you see what I'm saying? You see how that, but anyways, it's not leg day. It's not leg day. Actually, before I got here, I'd be thinking, doing my little inner thoughts and stuff. I was like, okay, I'm gonna switch the program, what I want on it. I'm gonna do some RDLs. But like I said, ChatGPT was like, it's not worth, like, if you want to efficiently get to, say, growing your glutes, which maybe if there's like guys on here, you guys don't want to do that. It was just saying there's way more effective ways to grow your glutes than the RDLs because of how much of the energy burn and the nervous system. It's too taxing for what it's worth, if that makes sense. And people say I responded. I forgot what I responded, but it was just like, yeah, you feel like you're doing a lot of work on RDLs because the stretch is so intense. People think, oh, I did some heavy RDLs, right? Because that stretch goes crazy. Hold on, I'm checking this out. All right, we got that. You know what I mean? Okay, I could work with that. Anyways, yeah. So I don't know if that helped with the RDL situation, or if you. I mean, we can talk through it, certain cues and stuff. It's really all about it's form cues. When you kind of know how to put all that together, it works out. There's the tat. You better stop. You missed the tat view. You guys are funny. I saw your first vid, and I most definitely see the difference. Oh yeah, 3-year anniversary. Yeah, I mean, I didn't really keep up with that. Like, but thank you. Let's see. Do some squats. How come y'all be out here asking me to do some squats? I'm just scrolling back, working out consistently, like 3.5, 4 years, like 4. I'm just go with 4. All right. If I missed you, then just comment again. Let me know. Okay, that's cool. But no, what I was trying to say is I'm trying to stay focused. Look, it's nothing wrong with talking. Y'all talk, I talk. It's nothing wrong with people talking, sharing thoughts, and us conversing back and forth. Even though you guys are conversing, you guys are typing, and I'm talking. It's the same thing. I think people look at it like I'm doing all the talking. I'm responding to you guys, and you guys are responding to me. You know, so it looks like it's one-sided, but really, we're just engaging. So I'm fine with that. But like I said, I gotta stay focused because it can get drawn out. Yeah, I'm just drinking this water. I had put my pre-workout and the creatine, and Target has this clear protein. It's like just a powder. It's just like it's like juice. It's not like a dairy. Well, not dairy. You know what I'm saying? Like some of those scoops, the whey stuff is like a shake. This is more like a juice type of protein. But it's very concentrated. So I gotta wash that down with some water. Trying to figure out where the placement would be. Like where would my back would come in my back would be right here, right? So all right. All right, y'all. No, because I was on somebody's live, and then like you just look at how people interact with the people who are on live, and then somebody in the comments there was like, "Oh, you don't talk to us," like you know what I mean. So I was just like wondering how people feel. Like I don't really care if I go on somebody else's live if they're talking to me or not. I don't really be commenting though. I don't really be commenting that much, but that's just me. Some people be like wanting that. It's like, what's the point of us being on here with you if you're not even going to acknowledge us? Like, we're supposed to just watch you. That's the thing. I'm not expecting y'all to just sit here and just be like, yeah, I'm just watching her. So that's why I do. It's just, okay, it is what it is. Okay, this is 2 plates and a 25. Okay. Whew. I mean, I don't even remember. I don't even know how many reps that was. I could drop it. Remember yesterday, I was telling you that the that little leg thing that you put your leg on when you doing Bulgarians, it was all messed up, like raggedy. And I told y'all I kept seeing the little guy who fixes stuff, and he was running around the gym and stuff with his little stuff. So I was like, I'm gonna tell him because I've been telling him stuff. And he was like, no, I'll check it out. But he's like, oh, but by the way, you know, there is that little QR code. You can put stuff on there. So like more than one person's eyes will be on it, right? To fix it. And I was just like, in theory, that makes sense. Right. But if you're a member of a gym and you're working out and you see something that's wrong, don't inconvenience me. I gotta go on the QR code. I gotta go and start typing. Okay, this is broken. Da, da, da. Nobody has time for that. I'm not doing that. I don't want to do that. Like if you think that all the way through, I mean, I guess, but to me, I feel like it would be more convenient for the members to be able to tell you. He wasn't rude about it, but I was just thinking like, no, I said what I said. I'm trying to tell you to go fix it. I don't want to get into the QR code. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't want to do that. Like, but I mean, I get the concept. Like, they want you to submit the submission. But, and then the other thing with me was just like, if you guys clean up every night and you put stuff back where they go, then somebody should have already seen it. I shouldn't be the only person in the whole entire universe that told you that thing was messed up. That's where I'm going with this. If anything, I should just be telling you verbally so that you could just continue to handle it. That's my that's my little inner thoughts on that. Hey, you know what I mean? I don't know if I rested long enough. Let me see. Okay. Okay, hold on. Wait. Okay. My grip was slipping, but I think this is good because I'm just thinking ahead. Can I, if I put my straps on, will I be able to put my straps on? I still think it's still too far. It's too far. I don't know why I like girls that like to be fun. What? What are you talking? Wait, did I miss the conversation? 360 for the cam. I'm in Texas. 360. I mean, it's look, you guys can see me moving around in the gym, whatever. You know, little whatever. But yeah. Let's see. Other grip, which muscles work? Okay. Oh, you see this other grip? This one, let's see. What we got here? I was doing this one. We got this one. That I mean, I think it's just like a little narrower. I don't know. I mean, I'm not playing. I haven't been playing around with that one. I've just been doing this one. So, but I mean, yeah, you just change your hand positioning. That one I think is gonna be like a little bit more. I don't know if it's more like lats or what. Hey. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm taking too long. I think I'm gonna do two more. Okay. Sorry. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. Don't y'all hate on me. Or let me hurry up. That's what I'm saying. Somebody has to use it, right? So I'm not the type to hog, okay? I'm not the type to hog. I think you guys get that. But yeah, when you know somebody needs to use it, don't be dilly-dallying. How many did I do? All right. Yeah, I think the straps are gonna, if I put the straps on, it's too far away. Okay. I got one more. You know how like when somebody has to use it, like you be like they be like looking at you still. No, I just looked over there to see. It's okay. They'll be okay. But I do think that. Like I'd be like, oh, let me hurry up. Da, da, da. They'll be all right. Because I've had to wait for people too. So, you know, it's I mean, for the most part, people aren't really fighting over machines this early in the morning. If you were to talk to me during the week, I mean, sorry, later in the day, like at night or on the weekend, yeah, we couldn't just sit here and talk like that. But yeah, so what was I gonna say? This feels good. I'll take this 10 off. Hey, is it pink? I don't know why. Okay, wait. What's the sign? Cancer. Bring your toolbox. You can fix it. Yeah, whatever. Look, I try. Look, when I see stuff that's weird, I can't fix most stuff, but I don't really fix stuff. Like sometimes, like like the little cable thing where it's like a little. I don't. It's called a carabiner. That little part where you hook. That was weird. So I kind of like, you know what I mean. When you see stuff that's like weird, you fix it. Like you kind of. I can't fix that little thing. I try to put the Velcro back. Look, I'm doing my part. I'll be doing my part as a little member. Okay. This will be a little lighter, so I should be able to like do more like stretching and holding and squeezing and stuff. So let's see. My hands are flipping. Yeah, I'm good with that. Hey, all right, I'm done. We go tell them. You want any of this? Okay, you ready? Leave? Okay. All right. Yeah. See, it's cool. Everybody's cool. Um, you know what I mean? So, all right. Oh no, thank you. Yeah, you gotta be cordial. I see these people like every single day. You know what I mean? Sometimes you don't even talk to them until like you have to cross paths like that. Like, oh, that's the first time I've ever heard this person speak. I think it's kind of funny. All right, so let me catch up. What we got? Come to my gym. It needs beautiful. Oh, thank you so much. Breathe. Yeah. That one, I was kind of like messing up my breathing a little bit, but I just have to. When I do that, I just have to like think. Okay, exertion means to exhale. I want to come chill with you. It's not your job to can't. Yeah, no, I feel you. But sometimes you just like you try to do like the little things that you can do, I guess. All right, y'all. I'm gonna do shoulders. Actually, since I'm doing this arsenal, I don't gotta do like an extra like shoulder warm up thing. I just warm up on the thing. Let's go over there. I know you guys are like, this is like a little adventure. I mean, we be like moving, right? It's all good. Eh, yeah. I'm gonna stick with this guy because let me see. Is it 3 or is it 4? Because look at this. Is this our first of all, before I keep saying it's Arsenal, yeah, this is Arsenal. You can warm up here, you know what I mean? Just warm up here. So that's cool. I don't gotta do any extra getting a whole bunch of dumbbells and like changing a whole bunch of, you know what I mean? So you hear that little do you hear the little wrench? Listen closely. Well, anyways, I'm just saying the guy who's doing like all the little repairs, he be in here. But that's a good thing, right? You know what I mean? Because you can tell them exactly which, well, whatever. He told me use the QR code, like whatever. I'm not mad. I'm just like, okay, whatever. I probably still tell him, but I don't know. You got people at the gym who don't say anything. You got people like me. Like this, when this one broke, I told them about themselves. This one, and they were even like, yeah, we can't even figure out how to fix it. I'm not gonna mess with it too much. It was this side, like it wouldn't move, like it would get stuck. And then like this like thing fell off. Anyways, let me just feel it out a little bit more. Something like that. I'm sure was gonna say what's up to you. Sure. If you were here, how many piece dresses do you dresses? Uh you mean like dresses or just like outfits? I mean, I don't know, like most of my gym stuff is pink, but I mean like my outside wear and stuff, like it varies. It varies. Okay, so I have the 16 Pro Max. Do you guys have the 17 Pro Max or anything? Is it any good? Past few years, I've been upgrading. Like, I think I had the 14, 15, 16 Pro Max. And then I just was like, why am I rushing to, why? I just, you're just like, do I, should I? And so I didn't when it came out. And then I started seeing stuff like, just wait till the 18 Pro Max because then they're gonna change up the body style or whatever. It's like a big change. So let me know, y'all, because I be seeing people running around. I didn't like the colors. Don't get me wrong. I got a black phone. My phone is black, and then I got the pink case, which is fine. And then before that, I had the white. I had like the white pearl one, but I don't really like the colors that they came out with. I guess they had on 17 Pro Max. They had the seven. No, no, no. They had the white one, and I think they had what the orange and the navy. Everybody's running around with that orange one. I think it's kind of ugly. So I don't know if it's worth getting or not, right? I mean, Sausage. It's not. Well, people like you might think that. Well, people just be like posted up for real. He just be like doing his little thing or whatever. You know what I mean? People just be going back and forth or sitting down or whatever. Hey, morning. It's kind of gimmicky. You mean like it's kind of like the color is kind of like it's. I don't know. Why would they choose orange? Like, do people like if you talk about all the colors people actually like in the world, you gonna pick orange? And I think it's kind of like fun and bright and cheerful. But no, I got the black one. Black looks nice. The black one, yeah. So that's the 16 Pro Max. Black, white, you can't go wrong with those. Maybe something like a little gray, something. I literally Googled like, when are they coming out with a pink iPhone? Why did they stop? Because I got the this old the iPhone 6s Plus many years ago, and that came in rose gold, which is so pretty. So I'm like, I don't know. I think what the feedback I saw online when I was trying to look for an answer that it's just not enough demand. I'm like, whatever. I'll get it. What we got? I gotta ease my way up on these because I don't want to hurt myself. I think what happened to that little leg thing, it gets sometimes they don't pull the stuff in and it rains on the equipment. You can but you can find pink in the base variant. You mean like wait, which one? Say that whole thought again. Yeah, no, if they come out with an like a pink, like a base pink one, you know what I mean? That's what I'm. So I added a 10. Let's see. I got to think how I'm going to progress up. So we got 25, 30, 35. Last time I got to 60 on each side. So I don't want to do this. Okay, I'll do this. 35. I need to do something in between 35 and 60. I'll add another 10 and then I'll go to 60. I'm going to try to wear myself out on the warm ups. But anyway, okay, nobody said they have the 17 Pro Max, so nobody has it. Is that what I'm getting from all of this? No, not vegan. Don't get me started on. Look, I'm not hating on vegan, but I just truly don't. I just never understood. I've never understood. Like, I mean, if somebody wants to say like, do they do they really feel like meat, red meat, and I mean, does it affect the health, or is it like more of I don't want to eat animals, you know? But my belief is not even religious. Like when I'm saying this, it's not even religious. But you can even make it religious. If you want to make it religious, you could say like, in the Bible, they were eating fish, and you can say why would God again? Remember the other day I told you I'm kind of like trying to figure all that out. But let's just give that the benefit of the doubt. If God put animals here as a inferior species, what do you think he put them? What do you think he would be putting them here for? Just for us to look at and play with and what? So I'm like, so when I was on my Christian journey, I was like, there's nothing wrong with eating the animal products that were put here for us to eat. That and but if you don't even think about religious, why? You know what I mean? If you want to talk about health, do people really know that that's really causes? Like, see it all the way through. You go all the way to 80 years old, 100 years old. Oh, it's because I ate that red meat. It's because I ate that chicken. That's why I have cancer. That, you know what I mean? Like, who's played it all the way out? Just because somebody had something affect them, that doesn't mean that's your trajectory. Everybody wants to say this is going to happen to me. There's so many different variations of what can actually happen to you. I'm just like, hey, how can I get my protein in? I know that sounds crazy, but yeah, I mean, but people be like, you'd be surprised. Try to cut out this meat stuff, and you'll see. People that's how they try to kick it, on that. I've been giving these long-winded answers. Okay, which artists do you like to hear while you're working out? Like my go-to, like if I were to get off live right now and put my headphones on, usually that's what I do, and I'll go to the treadmill. I'll put on some Boss Man, D-Lo, um, or Nudie. That's literally who I've been listening to. I don't know anybody else is good right now. Let me know, because I'm always looking for like new people, but that pretty much that's it. Like I like them too. Like Little Wayne. Sometimes I gotta be in a mood for Little Wayne, even though he's good. He's like in my top 5, like I said yesterday. But that's like an old vibe. You know what I mean? It's more like that's a little bit more of an old vibe type stuff. I probably played his songs just like a million times already. All right, just give me one sec. Let me go ahead and regroup. All right, so I did 60. Let's try that again. That wasn't even too. You guys saw me last time, right? You saw me doing the 60. It's all relative because yesterday I saw this guy on the same machine and he looked, very muscular. Um, he was doing probably like 65 or 70 and he could barely lift it. He got like 2 reps. And I wasn't like judging or anything, but I was just like, maybe he doesn't, I don't know. I was like, maybe he doesn't do shoulders that much because it kind of was interesting why it seemed like he couldn't lift that much on here. But see, that's why I got to talk myself down off that. You cannot look at other people and see what they're lifting and equate stuff to anything. The main thing I equate it to is how much work have you put in on that exercise? If you're hitting shoulders and pressing and you're doing that like over and over and over and progressive overload and all of that stuff, you're gonna go up. But if you don't, you're not. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm saying all this. Let's hope I can lift this right now. I mean, I did it. I did it twice the other day. I already did 360. You better rewind. Look, I don't be trying to. I be trying to be like chill with stuff. I don't be. Some girls will probably be like, yeah, you want to see? You want to see? I'm gonna turn around. Da, da, da. I'm gonna go do that. Like, no, let's keep it cute. Keep it cute. You're gonna see regardless when I turn around. Because we're moving. But yeah, if you don't get my personality by now. All right, y'all. I'm trying to count. I'm just making sure it's like the same amount. Because I've done it before on here. Because they don't move together, they move separate. So if you put the wrong weight on one side, then you're gonna feel it right when you lift off. Let's do back, maybe like a back angle. Ew, I have one of those beetles on my bottom of my shoe. It's like squished. Ew. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Let's go for like 8. Whew. Okay. Yep. No, when you feel it, I can't even describe it. When you kind of go up for that next one and you feel like a little bit of strain, little strain, whatever, nah, you got to drop it. I'm telling you, if you don't get anything out, that is the best thing I could tell you out of everything. It's the difference when you know you're doing it through your muscle, like your muscles just like still working, like needs to. But like I said, that when you saw me try to go up, I started feeling a little strain stuff going on. Mm-mm. But I got my reps. I got the reps I wanted. Did I play basketball? Everybody wants to ask that. Everybody wants to say, what sport did you play? No. No, respectfully, no. uh, no, I just work out. You'd be surprised because people don't know. People don't know you could just go to the gym and you could just like look like this. You know, I appreciate it. With you working out on a regular, of course, you're going to have a body. Well, that's the thing. You know what I mean? That's the thing. Because, but I think I just truly don't. This is what I think. I think people don't really realize what you can do in the gym. I think I'm saying this, but that's what I really mean. If you're not in the gym like that, you don't really know what gym body, maybe some different types of gym bodies can look like and how you can kind of carve out, certain parts of your body, what certain muscles look like and things like that. You think that only being an athlete can make your body a certain way. You'd be surprised at different exercises and how they can, transform you. So I see somebody in the parking lot, but I don't want to be like, you see that? You see this little this little wall right here? I just saw somebody walking in. Like I didn't want to like lift myself over the thing and be like, hey, like I'll see them when they get in here. Hey, Juan. Oh, what inspired me? Oh, mm, like I said, it's not like a big story. It's just like I will say I saw this girl on Instagram, and I was like, she has a good body. What do I need to do? Because I could tell that it was through lifting weights. It just looked really good. So I was just like, yeah, I don't know how to do that. So I'm gonna get a trainer. But would I be in a poly relationship? Oh, you're distracting me. You know? So I'd say if you want to talk about one instance that I can remember, it would be just seeing somebody with a body. Like I said with you guys, some of y'all may not think you can or be surprised or be like, oh, okay, she must be an athlete. No, I work out. But see, you didn't know that. You didn't know that you could just go to the gym and kind of like look like this. So it's tattoo. I don't want to show my tattoos because I don't really care. They're just still on my body. I mean, if somebody said, hey, I'll remove all your tattoos for you, I probably would remove them. Except, I mean, I like this one. This one was professionally done. It's just my name. What was I? See, y'all distracted me. What was I saying? Oh, with the girl. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna get a trainer, and that was the little rabbit hole I was going down. Okay, let me do this again. Switch up the angle a little bit. Same weight. I think based on how that was moving, I'm gonna go up soon. Like meaning by next time or the next few times, I could just do 65. The reason, so you remember I was trying to do 55 on the dumbbells, and And the reason why I think it can be hard to go up over there is because you have to stabilize too. This one keeps you like in a fixed plane, so you can kind of probably move up a little bit better because the machine is stabilizing you, but at the same time, it has some weight to it too. So it's not a one for one. That's the only thing. So when you're stabilizing and all, when you have to stabilize over there, I think that adds. Okay, y'all. Hmm. Yeah, you just listen to your body. Like I said, I tried to go up for another one. I didn't have it, so I'm not gonna force it. Hey, Ken. Morning. You made it. Everything's been cool so far. People, you haven't really been popping off, like, for real. Everybody's been showing love, so that's good. Ken's trying to clean up all the hate. He said he was gonna clean up all the haters for us or whatever. But I think it's been okay. You know what I mean? So what else we got? Why does it look well? You know why? It's not empty. It's first of all, it's the morning. I mean, I don't know about your gym in the morning. People are spread out. So, like, for example, some people are like they're not hiding, but there's people over there. They're just behind the machine. Like I can see them. Let's see. So we got over here. We got all these people over here. I don't mean to put people on blast, but at the same time, we're in public, so you know. So we got all these guys over here. It's not empty. It's just the time of day. I don't know. I can't count. I'd say about there's probably about 20, there might be 20 or 25 people out here. Good afternoon. Oh, it's afternoon there, huh? Wow. Roids? No, like I said yesterday, if I were to take steroids, I mean, I'm not trying to get like any beard hair. Well, I don't know if they all get that, the ladies, but the voice changes. I'm not doing that. It's not worth it. Um, the acne, if they get acne, I'm just not doing that. I'm not I'm not messing up my body for that. But that's one thing I want to talk to you about. Maybe that's poly relationship. I was gonna get back to that. Poly. uh, okay, I do want to speak on that. Let me just finish this thought. Remind me to come back to that because I have a thing I want to talk to you guys about on that. Roids. Okay. So I went and got like a little micro needling yesterday, a little procedure thing. Well, not procedure, just a little thing for my face. And then the lady was like, okay, yeah, so I'm doing some peptide stuff. I was like, oh, really? She's like, yeah, for energy and for like, what did she say? Other stuff, like maybe it was skin, but she said one of them was like energy. And she was like, yeah, I think I might start selling them and stuff. And I was like, oh, because I've heard about peptides for people like with recovery and working out and muscles and stuff. And from what I'm understanding is like people think it's cheating or whatever. But long story short, my understanding is it's not FDA approved and all of that. So you're really just like it's almost like experimental. Let me know, y'all, like because if it actually benefits, then maybe I would try it. Cause like why suffer? If it can help with recovery, if it can help with energy, if it really can do all these things they say they could do, then why not try it? But I saw an ad last night for let me go ahead and do this. Let me do this. Hold that thought. All right. I thought if you know Dominic Iacavone, he has a Relive Health like clinics. He's like, my prices for peptides are more because we got like a doctor and stuff and pharmaceutical stuff. It's like real. He's like, I mean, obviously an ad, but he was like, there is a difference between these like research based things that aren't approved on humans yet, peptide stuff. But we got peptides that are actually like legit. He's like, use our peptides. So I was like, okay. And everybody keeps talking about these peptides. So let me know. Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. It is a big gym. Too many machines. That's why it looks like less people. Like in my city, gyms are not this big, precise, especially don't have. Right. Okay. Right. So that's what I'm saying. It's like a lot of machines, and people are like hiding in between the machines. It's like they're like, you know, you're like hiding in the bushes. Like it's like they're hiding in between the machines. So, but they're here. I mean, people are here. Oh, thank you so much. No, you good. Just the way you are. Unless subscribe, no steroid is worth it. Well, none of those guys are getting them prescribed. You would get it prescribed for like what, like a joint, like maybe your joint space, your joints, your joint cartilage stuff might be, you know, running down, and then maybe you get a steroid injection and things like that. But you're never going to be prescribed steroids for muscle, you know, per se, right? Like, am I wrong there? You need to get back to the gym regularly. Went last night. I feel you. Just, I mean, really just, I've taken breaks, but it's just really just like, no, you just gotta get up, you gotta do it and just like make it robotic. Like I'm going and I'm going and I'm going. And then and then you get back on track. That's what, when I fall off a little bit, I've fallen off like maybe like twice. And then maybe like, it's been like 2 months or so. And I would just be like, okay, gotta get back into it. And I would just be robotic about it. I gotta go. I gotta keep showing up. Because like everything else, people become too self-reliant on supplements, drugs, and forget what. Yeah. But see, what they're saying about these peptides is that it really is just to help you be more efficient, like recovery wise. If you can recover better, then it's gonna help more with your training. The lady who's doing my face, the little esthetician, she was like, I'm telling you, I'm doing a peptide for energy, and she's like blown away. She's like, I would wake up in the morning and be like, oh my gosh. She's like, now I don't even feel it. I don't even feel that. I was just like, okay. I mean, I'm like, hey, I told y'all when I got on here, I was like, I need to get off pre-workout. I mean, not get off. It's just like the caffeine. I'm very dependent on it. All right. That's it. Because if I do any more of these, um, it's gonna start feeling strainy. I'm just re-racking this stuff. said why I look empty. That's a good thing for it to be emptier, if anything. I'm not complaining. That's one of the reasons I come. I come for various reasons in the morning, but that's another added benefit. I told y'all, it's if you come to if you come here on the weekends, all these machines are taken. Every single machine is taken, or somebody's waiting to get on a machine. So you just gotta be grateful. Okay, so that was cool. Let me do like a little lat raise type of thing, front raise. Let me see. I'm just gonna try to read some of these. Let's see. You're an inspiration. I wish I had your dedication. Yeah. I mean, I'm just saying you gotta just kind of make it part of your lifestyle. Like I'm trying to relate it to something. This is what I enjoy. It's just part of my 24 hours. I don't know what you fill your 24 hours with other than maybe work, maybe some family obligations. And then what else are you doing with the 24 hours? So this is just part of that 24 hours. Some people will be like, no, I got to watch Netflix every night. I got to watch, well, or whatever they're doing. Uh, that's what I'm saying. It's almost like I can't even think. I'm not even going to try to kick it like this is some like crazy rocket science type of situation. Just make it part of the 24 hours. And then once it's part of it, you feel like when I don't come to the gym, I'm just like, like, now what do I do? All right. I like this little front raise thing I've been doing. Just warming up. Oh, I want to get back to that poly thing. Okay. You guys may or may not agree with this. I don't think people are. So this is like, do I even want to say what I want to say? Somebody asked though. I mean, I don't know. I guess aren't we all taught, oh, go get married, find one person to be with, right? I wouldn't look at poly like I wouldn't look at poly like it's like some type of sexual thing per se. Not like that. But let's really break this down. We are a species that has a higher level of thinking, not like animals. But look at animals. They're not like dedicated to one lady or one dude, right? They're procreating. I don't even think they can think that far to be like, oh, I want to be with just this lion or this, you know what I mean? This is what I think. I think people, yeah, we're taught as socially, you should only be with one person. And then when you get married or when you get in a committed thing, you should not look at any other people. But I don't think that's reasonable. I think you're always going to have attraction for new things, right? New ladies, new guys. I don't think I'll ever not be attracted to, because you don't know who you haven't seen yet. First of all, right? If you meet somebody tomorrow, you'd be like, I don't even know this existed, right? You know what I mean? Kind of like that. That's how I'm trying to say, right? So don't get me wrong. I know you guys are gonna be like, where's she going with this? I'm not saying you should not be with the person that you're with and go check that out. But what if everybody were a little bit more fluid and be like, hey, you respect me and my little partner. I see this little connection going on, right? If we were just a little bit more fluid and understanding of each other, I think that would be a very interesting thing. But society tells us, oh, that's cheating, that's whatever. But again, I don't really know how that would work. I haven't thought that all the way out. Does anybody understand? I mean, like we can really get into it if you want, but like to clarify what I'm trying to say. Like for example, if like not really a main chick and then like that's just weird. Like that's weird. But like if your person was like, no, I feel you. Like I totally get that you're attracted to that person, you know, and for whatever that situation will be work to them. Maybe that person, like you'd have more to relate with that person. So you guys may spend time together and do certain things together, and then you go back to your whatever, and those are the things. I don't think you can be everything for one person, right? Again, why? It's only society telling us. It's really just society. It's not like it's not something that's in our brain, wired in our brain, that you have to be monogamous. That's something that we set up as society. Anyways, I'm not saying that that's what I do. I told you I do a lot of thinking. I've been doing a lot of thinking about just different concepts. And I'm like, there's new people you meet all the time. Who's to say, okay, I meet this, like a guy. I meet a nice lady, I want to be with that lady forever. How do you know? I mean, not really how do you know? How do you know that is the one? If you meet a nice lady tomorrow, how do you know that's not the one? But you already committed to somebody you met a year ago or prior to that. Anyways. You should rotate yours. Parallel to the floor, like this. Are you saying the front races that I'm doing? That's what you're talking about? Okay. You're talking about just straight like this. Is that what you're saying? Versus like, I mean, I've tried like this. I don't, if you're going to tell me what I should do, tell me why. Tell me why, other than that's what you would do. And I'm not even being rude. I'm literally asking because I've tried that. I think I feel more, it's like here, right? You're not, how I look at it, you're not, you're not going like this, right? That's too rigid. You're going to have a little bend right here. And then, right? So I just translate it to the front situation. I'm not going like this. I'm going like, I mean, I don't know. I'm willing to learn, but don't get me wrong. I will question you, like, be like, okay, so tell me why. Tell me why. Working more in the rear delt. So you're saying like this, it's more rear? I do kind of feel it there, but I still feel it here. You're saying strictly like this. Let me see. Let me see. Because I feel like I've tried that. I've tried that. So you're saying strictly like this, right? I mean, no. I feel you, but I like it how I was doing it. I know what you mean, though. Honestly, well, hold on. I was going to say something. Oh, you deleted stuff? If you and your partner are poly or open, then that's cool. If it's not mutual, don't do anything without communicating. Right. Right. So what I'm trying to say is kind of like in that essence, more like that, if that were to, so I'm not knocking it. But at the same time, when you see other people running around saying they're poly, I think that's kind of gross too. If it's just all about like sexual stuff or something, you know? Because that's not where I'm going with what I'm saying. I'm just saying that I think you can have multiple different people that you find that you connect with in this lifetime. So, but apparently society tells us you're just supposed to choose one and you're supposed to be that one forever. I don't even think we're wired like that. I even had a little conversation with ChatGPT about it because I was just like, are we truly wired to be monogamous? And it was saying, no, the brain is not necessarily wired to be monogamous. It's a social society. Uh, people get shamed. There's so much fear, and that's what your parents tell you to do, and all these different things. So it's just ingrained into the culture. That's why it feels like that's what it is. Some animals are monogamous, mate for life. Okay, which animals? Okay, Camille, get into that. Yeah, but okay, are these exceptions, Javier and Ken? Are these? I mean, let's be real here. I mean, I haven't done the research on all the animals, but I'm just saying in general. Like, I'm just showing you the difference between generally. Tell me if this is right or wrong. Generally, animals, they're not shaming each other. Oh, you're cheating on your that lion is cheating on that lion, and no, it's not. We have the higher level thinking and the processing to be like, okay, what's morally right, what's ethically right, and things of that nature. You get what I mean? That's what I'm getting at. Okay, peptides like other PEDs are just used to cheat eating and drinking, right? Right. Well, the reason why I told you the reasons I wouldn't do like certain PEDs and stuff, it's not, I don't really care about the cheating part. I don't really care about the cheating part because it's like not really, you shouldn't have to do the hard work. You're still doing the work. It's just helping you be more efficient with that work. I just don't want the side effects more so. But some people care and they're like, that's cheating, right? And you should just grind it out. I respect people who just put in every single effort and do like, okay, whatever. Like, I mean, you got people who are like that. I'm like, whatever. Like, I'm not knocking people who do that stuff because of that. I just think the side effects are not anything to play around with. Hold on. Okay, tell me about that animal thing. I mean, if you guys honestly, this is a topic. I don't really care what we can talk about it or not. But you know what I mean? Are you saying that these animals who are choosing to be with one animal are really thinking it through to the level of thought processing that the humans? I think we all know that humans are the superior species because we can think through all that stuff. I just think everybody wants to be like, oh, you know, yes, the lying is not cool. But if you really thought about it, like these ladies are like, I'm mad at my man because he cheated on me. You're mad at him because you feel like you should be the only one and you feel betrayed. Okay, all that stuff. But are you really mad at the fact that as a human nature, people get attracted to other human beings? Like, I don't really know what you guys want to say about that. Unless you want people to say, I got blinders on, I'm not looking at nobody else, I'm not talking to nobody else. Like, I just think it's really not free. You're really fighting you're fighting natural urges. Okay, let me try. Let's see. See, when I do that, I feel like my trap. Hold on. Okay, that was like 2 sets, right? Head strength equals monogamy. So you're saying you got a strong mental if you can be monogamous. You got a strong mental because you can fight natural urges. I mean, I'm not, we're just having a conversation. I'm not trying to say one way or the other. But if you flip that and just play devil's advocate and like look at it from another lens, it's like, no, you're really, if you want to know where it comes from society. It comes from society. Because there's plenty of happy people. It's like, it's frowned upon because they probably don't really talk about it much. There's plenty of people doing them. Plenty of people doing them, and they have situations set up where it's like, no, 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 do you? I'm right here for you. Da da da. I know you got this going on or whatever. I mean, I know it sounds weird, but I do think that some people have gotten to the place where they found a person who also relates in that way and be like, no, that's cool. You know what I mean? But you got to have like the parameters set up. You can't just be like all willy nilly with it and things like that. I haven't thought all the way through, but I was like, no, let me think about this. What do you do about kids? What if somebody wants to have kids? Then what do you do? I think that's like that could get weird. Because then it's like, what are you teaching the kids? And then so it's like, so yeah, no, I haven't thought that all the way out. But look, you guys, if you don't get anything from this conversation and the other conversation we were having the other day, don't just go along with what your parents told you growing up. Like, use your own brain and say, hey, what do I really think about the world? What are my thoughts? How do I think about each and every of these topics? What are my views on each and one of all these topics? Because you may find that you have a different view, but you've just been conditioned for so long to think a certain way. And then society will bully you and pressure you and dox you and cancel you if you do something that's not in line with what they think people should be doing on any topic. So it gets crazy. It gets crazy. What was I doing? Oh, I was doing the 22. Whatever. That's all good. Anyways, you guys might think I'm crazy. No, I'm just saying. When you really free yourself enough to say, hey, let me just knock all this stuff out that people have been telling me what to do my whole life. And let me just go through each one of these things and say, what would I do? What do I really think about this? With the knowledge you've already gained going through life already. Okay, y'all. Otherwise, if you don't stop and think sometime before you leave this earth what your views are, You will literally just be a sheep following the crowd, and that's just what people do. They're born, they follow the crowd, and then they die. This is what I believe. All right. I got 3 women. I don't get tired. Okay, I'm here. Are you serious? Okay, let's go. I'm trying to figure out where I'm at. People who love you the most will be embarrassed to find you do anything. Find you doing anything. Okay, expound on that, Frank. Let me see about that. Okay, a lot of stuff is deleted. This must have been really bad. I was gonna say, KMO. Well, I can email you. I was like, what stuff really needs to be deleted? Because then I was like, what you may find offensive, I may or may not, or maybe like somebody who may not have a similar view, we can still talk about it as long as it's not disrespectful. But I know you deleted a lot of stuff, so I'm just wondering, like, born to follow. Well, yeah, that's because even from a baby, your parents are saying, okay, this is what these are all our views. Okay, little baby, and then you just grow up and you're just like you're literally taught that. Like before you can probably even speak, you're just taught just this is supposed to look like this and this is supposed to look like that, and you know what I mean. So it's a conditioning. I mean, they do it with dogs, right? The is it the Pavlov? What is it? It's conditioning. Hey, all right. I'm just trying to make sure. Did I miss anybody? I think you'd be surprised how many other animals have theory of mind. They use that ability. Okay, okay. So let's just lock this in. But regardless, like, do you agree that humans still have the superior way of thinking ethically and morally? Yeah, they may be smart. I'm not saying that they just not. There is no in general to polygamy versus monogamy in the animal kingdom. What time is it there? Or time is it here? It's 7:30 right now. Ryan's probably already gone, so I'm not gonna respond to you, Ryan. You guys were commenting when I was talking. You guys were commenting. Anyways, so I'll keep moving on. So, I mean, I went back, but I don't know if some of those comments are still relevant. All right, I did that about 3 times. Okay, y'all. So I got arms. Go inside. Because it's pretty humid now. I feel kind of sticky. What I'm trying, like, I know you see me deep in thought. I'm trying to think if I want to do. I haven't done hammer curls in a while, and I know that's like a good movement, but I do want to play around with I think the more of the isolation stretch type stuff. So let me jump on this incline curl thing. I'm fine with that. Strength, strength comes with man and woman being friends. You're saying if they can just strictly be friends? Well, like I said, when I was having this little debate, I hate, no, okay, I don't think anybody's over here. When I was having this little debate with chat, because I mean, who else am I, not really, who else am I going to talk to about these concepts? But when I was talking to it, it was like, why are men really committing to one woman? I mean, I know it's a simple concept, but it's like, let's explore that. And it's like men or women desire to have like a family and a structure unit, or to have like somebody to pass things down to, or somebody to walk through life with, and things of that nature. I get that. And it's not, it's more of like not really resting easy. But you find a nice lady, you trust her, you love her, da da da. Okay, let's lock in, and then that's set. You don't gotta. Everything's not. It's a very stable unit situation going on. Whereas with what I kind of just said, yeah, if you're talking to different ladies, but see if that's not what you desire, and you're like, no, truly, like I don't need that little unit, whatever. I'm not afraid to be like alone, like because when it's all said and done, it's like let's say you don't lock in with somebody at 30 and say, hey, I'm gonna spend the next 20 or rest of my life with this person, and you don't find that person, then yeah, later on in life you could or could not be by yourself, right? So what are those pros and cons? I just, what I'm trying to say basically is, if somebody walked through this door right now that I've never known before and they seemed interesting to me, then you're not supposed to explore that just because you committed to one person, say X amount of years ago or days ago or whatever. I just think that's unreasonable because I just don't think that's how we're built. I just don't. Let's see. Give me a sec while I figure this machine out. Well, something like this. It doesn't feel perfect. Look, oh my God, there's so many settings on this. You could like, I don't know why I came over here. Let's try this. Something's still not right. Look at all this sweat. All right, y'all. You gotta bear with me. So cheating is okay in your mind? No, that's not what I said. That's not what I said. That's not what I said. I said that's not what I said. Hold on one second. I'm just reading through. Well, that's not what I said. Somebody in short would say, "Oh, you're just saying cheating is fine." No, that's not what I'm saying, because I'm just saying that the whole, if you know the context, the question was, do you believe in polygamy or poly relationship type of situation? You know what I mean? So let's try this downward one. something like this could work. I'll never want another woman after you. Breaking your heart is unacceptable. Honestly, if you let someone either be with them or don't. Well, look, this is such a this conversation is like there's so many different ways to look at it. You know, you could say that too, either be with them or don't. But what if I don't know? You either hey, you either have to like understand what I'm saying or not. That's how I look at that. Either you get it or you don't. If you're like truly like, I think maybe this is more of a single conversation because first of all, I've never been with anybody that I actually want to marry. I haven't experienced that in itself. So maybe some of y'all married people could tell me, no, no, no. If you find that one, you just want to, you're just gonna be one that one. You know what I mean? But if I've never experienced that, I'm like, hey, like I said, if somebody walks in this door right now, I'm like, oh, I've never seen this before. This is interesting. I just don't know. How do you turn that off? Somebody said strength. Okay. Strength. Like, it depends on what you're trying to say is being strong. Is it strong to fight urge? It's strong to fight. If we're just humans and we want to interact and make connections with each other, I'm not talking about, you know, sexual stuff. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about genuine connections with another human being. And you're like, you guys, if you get it, you get it. Because what I'm trying to say is that's why there are some of these cheating situations. Because people, I think, genuinely are meeting new people. They're coming into their life. We're all moving into this little continuum of time. They're meeting new people, and they're like, "Hey, that's really like a very interesting person. Like, I really want to explore that, but I can't explore that because I'm married, right?" And so, I mean, something's got to give. It's just like, okay, so what do you do with that? And that's all I'm trying to say is that okay, I went up a little bit. I think I got it kind of locked in. If I keep them out, just kind of come here. Hey, anyways, yeah, it's just these are just little concepts. Like love can be mind tricking because you can love, and that person you love can either love you or someone else. You mean like you can love that person, but that person may actually love someone else and you at the same time? If we're together and someone comes along that interests me, you would want me to explore that. I'm not saying I would necessarily want to, but I'm saying people can design their stuff how they want to design it. If they really are understanding kind of like, or maybe they've kind of broadened their horizon into what I'm trying to say, then they're just like, no, 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 because we're like you guys realize that someone you meet at 30 years old, 20 years old is not, you don't know if that person is the best person for you for the rest of your entire life. Like this concept of that's what it is. Because the marriage is lasting, from my understanding. You're growing with that person. Yeah, you don't know the future, but you're just like, hey, I like this person. I love this person at this time. I'm gonna lock in with them. We're gonna create a family and we're just gonna keep on stroking. Right. But does that mean you knew who you were supposed to be with at 20 years old? No, you didn't know. Plus, a 25-year-old you is a different than a 35-year-old you. Right? I mean, you guys aren't thinking this all the way through. I don't think you guys can give me a good reason as to why someone at 25 knows exactly who they want to be with at 35. Interests change, wisdom changes, knowledge changes. You can't even see my biceps, can you? Oh, that's what. All right, let's see here. I wish there was like a guide. Maybe there's a guide online that says, okay, here's how to do this. I know what these are doing. I know that you can move the seat down and then you can move it back. And then you can, but I'm trying to figure out the end point where you're really locked in. I guess it's just based on feel. See, that feels good. Okay, that's good. All right. Yeah. What? Yeah, you guys are pissed. This is like an incline barbell, or not incline, just curl. Why am I saying barbell? Incline curl, bicep curl. You're the perfect looking woman, but no relationship is perfect. So, what are you working out towards? What are your targets? I get that question every day. Just like I said, just like transform my body, continue to grow my muscle. Like I said, I'm not gonna go through exactly how I want it. It's just aesthetically pleasing. I'll just say that to sum it up. But let me put my little lip gloss on. I see it as you being weird. I'd still do you. Okay, thanks, Frank. How you doing? By the way, muscle mommy. I'm fine. How are you? Right. You don't have to leave your. Well, see, you're being too. It's not about the attraction. I'm saying, who said that? Sheem Star. See, again, you're looking at it like just physical attraction and just maybe even like sexual. I'm talking about if you meet somebody and you're like really connected, like mentally, like you have a connection, chemistry connection type of thing. That's what I'm getting at. I already prefaced it, said, no, it's not just as simple, right? It's just as simple as, oh, you look good, I look good, da, da, da. Like, no, not necessarily that. But again, see, Sheem Star, that again, that's not for you. You maybe have said, like I said, I just want to be with one person forever. I'm fine with my decision that I made XYZ ago. And that's it. You wouldn't entertain any type of alternate lifestyles. So somebody says, you for the streets. That's not the conversation we're having. That's not even the conversation we're having. Bro, you guys see, y'all coming in. That's why I said, hey, maybe y'all not ready for these conversations. Somebody asked me, what do I think about poly? I'm giving my thought process on, okay, we've been conditioned to think that socially, one person, but are there any other ways to look at it? That's all we're doing right now. So you guys can start doing all this stuff if you want to and saying all this stuff if you want to based on what I said, but it's not going to change what I said. Let's see. I'm just catching up on what y'all said. Open relationships leads to vacation, murders, and marriages. Sorry, I know this is like a weird angle. Oh, see, look at slow lane. Right, I'm catching up now. It's not, again, people just, sometimes you can have conversations with people and sometimes they'll be like, oh, you said this one thing. I can really take that word. Do what you want to do. I don't really care. I really don't care because first of all, I'm not even married. I'm not married. So it's not like you can be like, oh, I'm gonna tell her husband, or I'm literally a single individual and I'm just giving some thoughts. Let's see. I'm from Virginia. I'm not on gear. How do I get some? Let's see. I'm just catching up. Morning. Okay, y'all. Let me stop there on the comments and I'm gonna do one more. Okay. That's good. I'm gonna be working on some isolation stuff. Lately, like I said, it's been like hammer curls and easy curl bar. But this type of stuff feels good too. There's another machine right here, the preacher curl that I was using the other day. So I think if I add maybe something like these two, I could do well. But anyways, let's get back to right. You guys, chill. Nobody's saying I'm poly. Nobody's saying I'm doing this. We're just having a conversation. Even if I did do this, that would be my thing. That would be my thing. Like, who are you to say what's best for me. I'm a single lady. I'm not dating anyone. I don't go on dates. I stay at home. I watch Netflix. I go to the gym. I do my stuff. That's it. So all y'all talking about, I don't even be in the streets. I be at the house. So chill. I'm literally having a conversation as to what what would be interesting if it was presented in the best way. How would I work that out? And I still haven't worked out the kinks. I still haven't, like I said, what if somebody wants to have kids? What if somebody starts getting jealous? How do you account for that? Again, I don't know. I'm just saying, basically, what I'm saying, long story short, is I don't think that, I think people are just suppressing. If you see a nice lady and you guys have a chemistry or the vibes are there, and you're like, wait, if I would have met her a year ago, would I have ended up with that lady? That's what I'm saying. You guys are like, oh, you're for the streets. Okay, you guys are weird. You guys can just leave because you obviously can't handle a simple conversation. I'm saying that that's a very interesting concept that I don't think enough people explore and think about to the fullest extent. Um, but I think a lot of these guys like Neo, you got Neo, Nick Cannon. I don't know what they're doing, but I would think it would kind of still be in the line of they're like, hey, I don't want to be with just one person. I feel like I have a lot of, well, that's what Nick says. He has a lot of love to give. And it sounds kind of crazy, right? But at the same time, if you think about it, like some people are just like, no, like I'm not locking with one person. Should I have to? If I have partners who want to also, share love with me or share a connection, how can I make this into my own? So, uh, I don't totally agree with his situation because I think making all of those homes, having all of those kids, that is weird to me. If he did it and didn't have all these kids being born, then maybe I'd be like, okay, hey, everybody's grown, do what you got to do. But these kids, what is that going to do to their heads? I'm going to do one more. Frank, that's dumb. Why would you not leave a person instead of this dumb controlling shit? Let's see. Good morning. Good morning. Single affair. Thank you. How many years did it take for you to achieve this? Let's see. I mean, I definitely started seeing my upper body came in really well, like within the first 6 months to a year. Yeah, within 6 months. But I just kept building upon that. Cause I mean, I feel like I was getting like certain cuts, but then the muscle started like cutting. Like, I don't know how to say, I don't know how to say it. It's just, it starts to develop and mature over time. Protein shakes or natural. Let's see. Protein shakes are natural. Well, I'm trying to figure out. I drink protein drinks, yes. Yo, Frank, chill on some of that. You getting a bit weird. Oh, thanks, KMO. Some of you fellas could take a cue from her. Get in the gym. I'm extremely surprised you're not married. No, yeah. Why don't we talk about that another day about what I think about marriage? Again, you guys may or may not agree with my views. I don't know. I breathe, but it made my breathing control. Okay, that's enough comments for now. I keep scrolling. I'm just doing this more because the weight is definitely lighter, and I think I need to get a little bit more volume in. Oh, you have enough room? You okay? You have enough room? You good? Okay. Let's see. We're gonna do a little closer view. I don't hold I know you said I'm holding it might look like I'm holding my breath. I mean, I do. but I still end up breathing. So I'm just going basically from 15, no, sorry, from 20 to 15. And then we'll do, let me see how I feel. And then probably just do some triceps. I wanted to hit some rear delts as well. Yeah, it's good. I knew these were good. I've never been to this machine, so you guys got to bear with me if you're like, oh, why does she keep messing around? Look, I already told you. You go to the machine, you got to figure it out. I'm okay with that. I'm not, I mean, yeah, it's a little humbling. You're just like, oh, I got to like sit here and just like keep playing with stuff. But when I've done these, these little isolation, whatever's, I've done it at the, just the little, I can't even talk, the bench with the dumbbells. Let me wipe this down. Look at all the sweat. Okay. Let's go do some tricep. Okay. Start me off with a weight clamp. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, I don't work out. Fuck that. But I'll pretend. Yeah, well, working, I guess. Look, people don't work out. It's okay. Maybe one day. You're just living your life on your own. I'm not even living like, disclaimer, I don't do this. Like, and even if I did, like, who are you guys to tell me? I don't, though. That's the thing. So we're just, use a towel. You're right. This combo is taboo, though. Everyone thinks like this, just inexpressively, and cheating is evidence. Right. That's a good comment. I don't even know if you're on here. Don't smoke mids. You know what I mean? That's the thing. That cheating is like a manifestation of what I'm basically saying. Nobody just wants to admit it, right? It's basically because you're just exploring. Somebody comes along, you're like, ooh, that's nice. Whether it could be, it's not always physical. Yes, that's the first thing that brings you in, draws you in. But if you're having conversations, like for example, if I'm meeting like a guy here at the gym, I'm connecting with him every day. We're having a rapport. We're getting to know each other. Everything seems cool. We're having a connection and things like that. Then hey, wait, that might be like a very interesting. We have some chemistry going on. People do that, but then they get shamed for that. The shame with that though is because everyone is like, well, you've been living this alternate lifestyle, or how do I put it? This secret lifestyle. That's why it's not cool. I don't believe in lying about it. Yeah, I think triceps are like the best. Like they just feel so good. Don't they feel good? Hey, Arlen, you don't gotta explain yourself. They just don't understand your side of opinion. You feel me? Yeah. If we can't talk, then some of y'all, we're grown. Okay. I don't know. Well, I don't know how many of y'all are in here that are actually grown, but I would think we're all grown. Just you can have a conversation. That will always be the case. There's always a person that's better. And I get that too. It's like if you just keep jumping to the next person that's better, that's better, that's better. That I don't think that's a good thing either, per se. But I also don't think you can make a decision on who is that best person for you without having the breadth of knowledge to say, hey, is this truly the best person or this is the best person for me now and I can live with that. Why keep questioning? If folks want to play, they will play. Those guys are afraid of commitment. Hello, beautiful. Hey, you drink protein shakes or just food, babe? I do. Well, I do both. I mean, I get my protein, but no, I generally, so I know a lot of people, they say I just get it in through food. No, I do the protein drinks. When I have them, I get, like I said, the best tasting one that I've found. You guys let me know. Maybe there's a better one. The Fairlife, look up Fairlife. It comes in either 24 or 42. This is a little ready to drink. It tastes like chocolate milk. Well, they got a vanilla one, a strawberry one, but I get a chocolate. I just keep those on hand and just sometimes I might drink two in a day. I know that's a lot. That's like 80. Well, that's like 80 right there. That's like almost half of what I need. But sometimes if I didn't get enough food or make enough food to account for the protein, I might just drink two of those. The math of monogamy doesn't make sense. Yeah. See. I'm just skipping through. The birth rate of is 1.4 per woman. Okay, so are you saying there's just more women to go around? Height and weight. I'm going with 5'6". Let's just make an executive decision. I'm 5'6". I keep saying between 5'5" and 5. I'm gonna say I'm 5'6" and I'm 180. Belly fat. I mean, it's not a big. This you don't just lose belly fat. I need you guys to know. You know what I mean? That you gotta. It's diet and cardio. You shed fat from the whole body. Some areas hold fat more, so it takes those places a little longer. But you can't spot treat. But anyways, okay. Let's see. I love triceps. I mean, tell me, y'all. Other than I know a lot of people like back, but it's something about triceps. I think too when you're doing triceps and you just like, especially if you can see if yours are like already kind of developed, like you can just see it like popping. I don't try to do too much straining. If you do a little strain here, a little strain there, a little strain, it zaps. I'm telling you. I used to try to like take every set and every exercise, failure, 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 straining, straining, pushing, slow, it's just zaps. Like I've been getting some good squeezes in, you know what I mean? I'm okay with that. Everybody else in here got bad backs. They can't handle it. What kind of food do you eat? I'm not even look, I'm trying to drop. I got some jiggle stuff going on here. Trying to get more lean actually. But I mean, I kind of know I don't know. It's just when you've been tracking, like I really got good at tracking and really knowing how much of the portion sizes that I needed. And I don't eat to get full, but then I also eat enough. I just know at this point. But don't get me wrong, I don't have it to a T. There's nothing like knowing exactly. So of course I had the MyFitnessPal actually asked me if I want to renew. I said no. But don't get me wrong, that stuff is gonna tell you. It can help you to really. It helped me to figure out like, oh, this is how much protein I really need to be getting in. And then you see it, it's very organized, you know? But, and I have a little scale and everything. That's what I was trying to get at. I had a little scale and I was weighing every single piece of food. I haven't done that in like a year now, though. But I think that'll really help people. Like, I met this girl here and I was like, I don't know. I don't know how it came up. And I was like, so you track your food, right? Or you at least know. She's like, no. I was like, how do you know how much protein you're getting in? She's like, I just I just know. I was like, no, you don't. Like, no, you don't. You can only say that if you've already kind of done the tracking and you kind of know and you've really put that diet tracking work in. Like, you know what I'm saying. You've weighed your food. You know portion sizes. I don't think she didn't know it. Like, she's just talking stuff. Like, hey, did that work? Hey, thank you. Dude with a gray shirt. What's talking about? Hey, Ralphiro. Is it Ralphiro? Thanks. I think it depends on the women that has the visible muscles. She has what I think is perfect. Oh, I appreciate that. Yeah. No, I mean, look, don't you guys think I look in the mirror and be like, okay, let me see what I got going on. I mean, my view of my body would be different than what other people think, regardless. We all have our own vision of what we think looks nice. But I truly don't think this is like that much. I think some people just aren't used to seeing a lady with like nice arms with like cuts and stuff. But this is not that big. Like, let me just really step back and put this all into perspective. You know what I mean? I mean, I just, like I said, but I don't even think I can get that big to what y'all are trying to maybe say, like, oh, dude level, right? Let's quote unquote dude level, masculine level, huge level, right? Because I don't take any enhancements. I don't even think I can get that far. If you get what I'm trying to say. I don't know if I'm gonna look in the mirror one day and be like, okay, it's getting a little too big. I just don't think that. Okay, let's do this one more time on my pregnancy. I appreciate you crazy. Separate combo. Shout out to Nick. He doing the right thing. Oh, you think it's the right thing? Yeah, separate conversation on the kids thing. But honestly, hey, if you're really living in your truth, I mean, I hate to say it this way. This is not. We can talk about this, but it's in line with maybe like LGBTQ. They have these lifestyles where they have children and they explain to their children, hey, you have two daddies or you have two mommies. So what's the difference if you say, hey, daddy, has two ladies that he loves or three? Well, that's crazy. So you love who you love or whatever. However, you got to kick it to the kid. I mean, what's the difference between conditioning your child with maybe your alternate lifestyle versus what society continues to push down everybody's throat that you have to be monogamous. You probably can just go ahead and just teach your kids what you want to teach your kids. That's basically what I'm trying to say. Okay. Oh, three. I think three good sets. Let me just, I got to give it a sec. I'm like, okay, how do I feel? Do I need to do a little bit more? I kind of do that. Let's just see. I'm gonna give myself like 1 or 2 minutes. If not, I'll just do my little burnout thing. And then, I mean, if you guys want to stick around, like I said, around this time, it's like, okay, I've been here for a while. Maybe we need to wrap it up. But rear delts, I need to hit those. A very interesting pink. Thank you, Ricky. How you doing? I'm doing well. Feels like the landlord lady off Friday. Thank you. I'm just looking at all these comments. Always be faithful and right. So that's your view. Like everybody can choose what view. Step aside, trying to see the gym. You want to see the gym? Let's see. Can you guys even see from over here? Okay, so this is the dumbbell rack over here with the little bars here. You can't really see because it's like stuff in the way. But it just goes back. I mean, obviously you see the window. We'll have to get over there. Here, maybe I should just put it up. Is that better? I know it looks like nobody's in here. How many people are in here? It's really not that many people in here, right? This is a time where all the little morning 5 a.m. people are already gone. It kind of slows down a bit. It's like waves. Location, Houston, Texas. This is actually Missouri City, Alpha Land. The grass is not always greener on the other side. Sometimes knowing what you want doesn't match what you need. Are willing to admit that though. Are we willing to admit that? I so agree with you with the ability to talk openly. Yeah. Well, like I said, I've just been on this like for about a year now. I've been on this journey. I guess you want to call it journey, but just opening my mindset to different things. And I think that if you don't at least try to contemplate, hey, what else is out there? Are there other things that I've never thought about that could work well for me? That could be any topic. I'm just getting some water. Then you just don't know what you're not, oh, you don't really know until you've kind of thought about it, maybe researched it, explored it on anything. A lot of people are stuck in their ways because they've never just like gone out and tried to explore. And this is any topic I'm talking about right now. Sorry, somebody's waiting. She don't want to be on live. It's okay. It's okay. People don't want to be on live. Um, okay. Good morning. Oh, they don't? Like, what kind of equipment do you think that we have here that you said that looks like it's just not over there in England? I feel like I've seen some like British people working out. They seem to be training with certain types of equipment. There's a girl, blonde hair, bodybuilder girl. I don't know, Meg Sylvester. Is it Meg? Is she's British, right? Triceps feel good because of the stretch, and really it really is what gives the arms a full rounded. Yeah. So, and for whatever reason, like I said, my upper body came in fast. I feel like my triceps started popping a little bit too early. But I hold a lot of fat in my lower body, so sometimes I don't even know if it's muscle or fat going on sometimes. And I don't really know how to flex down here. So that's why it be looking popping up here, and sometimes it just be looking like blah. So it's a work in progress. Practice on controlling your breathing. Stop holding your breath. Let me tell you why I do that. It's probably not the best. I do that because I find it too laboring to breathe every single time. It's not like I'm holding it. You go down. I just feel like it's just too laboring. So I might go, right? You get what I mean? Like sometimes it feels like the breathing and the pacing of the reps have to also align. But correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe you're saying that regardless, every single rep, you're exhaling. Exhale, exhale. It just depends. Hip thrusts, when I'm going heavy on hip thrusts, I feel like I gotta take a breath every single time. But some exercises, I feel like taking a breath every single rep is too laboring. I don't bench. I take creatine. Yeah, I take like one little scoop. Love that arm muscle. Thank you, Camo. All right. I want to get to the bottom of these. This queen gets the positivity award. Am I being some people probably think I'm look, one comment says this queen is getting the positivity award for the day. The next one says that's disgusting. Throw up, throw up, throw up. Like, so which one is it? No, no, no. I mean, I'm just saying, like, it's just I may not be for everybody, and that's okay. That child is going to grow up very confused. Hey, back down gang. How did I miss all y'all stuff? No, because I told y'all. Remember, I told y'all. Well, some of y'all maybe weren't on here this morning. I Let's do one more of these. I do want to do better with like, staying on track with the workout. Like, I'm okay with talking. It's just, yeah, I agree. Sometimes if I talk a little bit too long, or we get talking on a concept or a topic, it can slow things down. I agree. I totally agree. This might be too heavy. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, y'all. Like I said, I'm gonna wind it down. You guys can stick around. We can get a topic going. Another topic. I don't mind. So if you haven't seen me, I always do this. It just feels so good at the end. So just like a little bit more squeezing and just like more blood flow. Okay. I was watching I got, you can go through the lives on YouTube and you just like flip through all the different people who are going live right then and there. And I was just like, remember I was telling you, it's like there's a live for everybody. Like truly, like you don't get it. There's just so many different faces you see, different, what they got going on, what they're talking about. You know what I mean? So it's just, and I'm not telling you guys to go there. I'm saying that it's so much stuff out there. But one guy in particular, he was actually a fitness guy. He wasn't working out, but he was like sitting down and he was talking about that immigration stuff. But he had a different view or whatever. And so what I'm trying to say is we're all, well, if you're in the US like I am, we're all kind of still going through certain things that we can find relatable. So whether you guys find this gym stuff relatable or not, it's fine because we can talk about other stuff that we all kind of are experiencing too. And that's the thing. But again, I see a lot of you guys checking in from all over, so I can't even limit it to that. I'm gonna just do this side again, do the other side again, and then move on to rear delts, and then I'll be done. It's been good because I've been doing my cardio outside because it's been feeling really good. I mean, what is y'all's favorite? If it's not triceps, I mean, give me a better one. The top. Let's like if we had like a top three category, triceps has to be in a category of like feels the best. It's like just a good. It just feels good. If I top three, top three. See, I don't know what he was doing. Okay, so top three. Back's cool. I don't know. I used to like back a lot more. It's cool. I would say, yeah, triceps, hamstrings, what else? And then shoulders. Top three. And those are all what did I say? No. One lower and then two upper bodies. Hey from Alabama. Your dad used to have two wives at once. Like legitimately. Like everybody was cool with it, nobody was tripping. Am I behind? That want to see the gym comment was from 30 minutes ago. I don't know how these comments came. Well, look, I'm trying to stay focused. That's what I've been doing. I've been like, look, I'm not going to stop and look at the comments after like every set because I'll just never get done with the workout. You don't need to breathe every single rep. If your body is saying I have enough oxygen, then you're good. Doing hip thrust and bench press, you should breathe. Okay, see, that's the thing. Right. Okay, so we're kind of in alignment with that. Okay. No, look, I'm willing to learn. I am definitely willing to learn. I'll take what you guys say. I just want you guys to like, if you're gonna tell me to do something, just tell me why Or let's like, don't just be like, do this, do that. I'm not going to listen to that. I would like to know, well, tell me why I should do that. And I'll gladly, try that out. Okay. I think I'm caught up. I'm at the bottom. Okay. So not all these cable machines are the same. So I'm going to go to this other one that I like over here for the rear delt stuff. All right, y'all. Oh man, somebody's right there. Let me see. Let me check this out. Hold on. Oh, you're fine. I was gonna go right here. You done there? Or I'm just gonna go right here. Um, but I can go over here. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna just settle right in here. Excuse me, are you using this section too?
Which one?
Like the cables right here? You using that one? You going back and forth?
Just using this one.
Just right here?
Yes.
Okay, I'll go over there. Thank you. Somebody's got their stuff over here, so I don't know what they're doing. I can't imagine walking around the gym talking to. I know, right? It's kind of, yeah. I mean, I can see why somebody would find it weird. I'm not gonna knock you for saying that, but it's kind of accepted here. I mean, it very much is accepted at this gym. So people are used to it. I'm used to it. I don't really care. I mean, honestly, I was like, when I was like started recording like my long form videos, I also felt like, carrying a tripod around is just like, do I want to carry my tripod around? But like, what else are you gonna do? I even went to Google, sorry, not Google, Amazon to find. So I have a GoPro. They got a you can put the GoPro on your head. You can like strap. I know it's weird. I was like, I mean, should I do that? I think that would be weird, right? So I was like, I could put the GoPro on my head. They have a chest thing for the GoPro, you know? So I was like, no, don't get me wrong. I thought about all that stuff. And but you're like, how are the people going to see you working out if you have the GoPro on your head or you have it on your chest? Unless you're just doing every single workout in the mirror. So I thought that all. And then you got the people with the Ray-Bans. There's just really no way around it. Um, the Ray-Bans, you could probably do that hands-free, wear the Ray-Bans, work out in front of the mirror, and be good to go. And anything that's not in front of the mirror, then people just get the POV. So you might be onto something. I think most people get it. It's like, how else do you guys think you're seeing me right now? If I don't carry a tripod around, how else can you see me right now?
Either one.
Look, it's levels to it. I told you the other day. People, I see people all the time. They pull up to the gym. Well, a couple. They pull up to the gym, get out, set the tripod up, get in the car, pull, pull forward, back into the spot, you know, and then get out, get the tripod, get back in the car. Like One guy I saw out there, he was doing it over and over and over because it was shot wasn't getting right. So I mean, it's levels to it. There are plenty of. I'm doing my rear delts right now, whether you know it or not. Um, there's just plenty of people. I mean, there's a guy on Instagram. All he does is show you how to get angles at the gym. You know what I mean? And he makes it a funny thing. Like, this guy's weird. This is so cringe. He laughs at himself. Like, I bet everybody's like, this is cringe on how I get my angles because I have to get out the car and then I got to like set it up, walk in the building, like nonchalant, come out, come get the camera. You know what I mean? Here, let me, I guess, show you what I'm doing. I don't know if you can tell, but I can feel it. I don't know whose stuff is over here. I'm just rear delts right here. Something like this. I'm not trying to let this kick in too much. You know, I'm trying to think which side I started on. I'll just alternate a few more times and then I'll be done. Is the goal to be stronger than your husband? I don't have a husband, so I don't really want to be strong either. Like, I just want to be fit. I just want to look good. I'd be laughing too hard to work out if I saw somebody in the gym with a GoPro. I know, right? I know. I know, right? Like, that's why I did never did. That's why I never did it. But I have all that stuff in my on my shelf. It came like in a little kit. You get the little head one, you get the chest one, and then you get all these little like small tripods. Like, it was a whole thing. And I was like, but you'd be surprised. It might actually make for good content. I mean, quote unquote content, whatever we're calling content these days. It might actually be, even though in theory it's like, that's weird. There's a reason why, because you want to be hands free. I've seen some people, like fitness people, post like posing. And so to do both their biceps together, they'll put the phone in their mouth, hands free, right? And you're just like, ew, do you know where that phone has been? All right, that feels good. I'll do it one or two more times. Thank you. Have you worked out? Haven't worked out in 20 years. I hope to get back to it someday. Yeah, I'd get back to it sooner than later because I just couldn't imagine trying to get into the gym any later. I mean, I didn't get into the gym till after 30, you know? When I know people up in here, some people I know like 24, 23, young folks. And then just imagine like where you can take your body during that time. If you want to just continue to keep. You have to get in shape. I look good with a t-shirt because I have an athletic frame and wide shoulders, but no six pack. So that's, I mean, I'm just wondering, is that you think that's a combination of a little bit more body fat so you can't see the six pack, or your abs just aren't as developed as because you don't train them? It could be both. Hey from Arlyn. Hey. All right, y'all. I mean, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna do this like one more time maybe, and then I'm gonna go. So if y'all want to say anything before I go, I'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll just do my light glute day reps, and I'm gonna really like brainstorm this weekend. See, I need to get some type of journal. If I don't get a journal, like a legitimate journal, I don't care. I'll just bring like a little notepad or some paper. I need to track the machines and the weight and the reps that I'm doing. I have to go to the bathroom. That's why I'm moving around. It's okay. It just came up on me. I'm gonna go. Okay, y'all. Come back tomorrow. I'll be here around the same, kind of like the same time or whatever, and we'll talk more. Okay. Oh, you have to work out because you sit at a desk job, which elevated my. I understand. Yeah, I mean, whatever level you want to. There's so many different. Like I see older people here. They're lifting heavy weights. I see younger people. Sorry, it's all different variations. I see older people here doing the heavy weights. I see older people here doing the light weights, and vice versa. Everybody's doing. I even see like the young ladies. They're just doing some young, like lightweight stuff. It's all these whatever your body can handle. I just think just doing certain movements, you could just tell like, hey, my body is doing something, making it functional. Like I feel real functional when I do. I don't feel like a slob. I feel like I'm, you know, moving things, blood is flowing, I'm working and stuff. You know what I mean? So I think everybody needs to do some type of variation of that. Okay, I'm leaving. Bye. Bye, Ken. Okay, bye, y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow. I know where I am about to go.